idea of spitting some lines. Your first words about it mean a flame as a shit size. Creepypasta made your existence get signed. Don't try to revenge it, copy checking with a cheesy rhyme. The little teddy bear wants to scare me with a scream. Make like the real Freddy and go haunt some dreams. Your fans will never know the ending of this battle, but I give them a hint. Mangle.
Beans, let's win this. We gotta push your limits.
But what disses are left after all these movie critics?
This'll be bleaker than Bubba.
Feeding your eggs on Easter.
Once a defeated rapper gets a clan of pork pulling sneakers. From the sermon we turn over these pacifying music.
And we've got the force of sick
like a ranger's swine fluid.
with the heavy hitter critters that a Cashco is no match for.
With these birds so flappy they'll be removed from the app store.
Careful with your rage, you roll yourself out of the zone. The suit is so lonely, your only friend is foe. You fight along your road, but all mask your actions. Really big sugar daddy, it's a the all-star trash man. Oh, your controller, story brings me mental pain. Maintain that this game makes it a bottle, let's say. Now look at your game, check the bubbles you consume. Be like, look at me, I heard a bitch slap costume.
Recon mentality will press you, drink our heart. Even if you bring your team in, we will never be on par. Turn your fans on you harder than your film's debut. Prompt sequels, far too incredible for you.
Sorry, you're a bit too deep for this visitor. Shifu told me to step down here to bend this air conditioner. You're a slave to your abilities, no need for any secret scroll. Getting a little angry there, kid, just remember Bushido. Slept through 100 years of war and I thought I was a snoozer. I guess an arrow on your head is really pointing to a loser. Send a raven to Katara before your powers are broken. Let her know the true flows, so focus or postpone. Engulfed by the dragon warriors, blaze your squabbling is useless. But air got removed anyways. Man, what a choking execution.
I don't wanna kink shame the way you're pollinating flowers, but it's not right the way you're giving sunny April showers. Hip-hop way better than this, so I got me joke. Shove my fist through your lips, man, that's a frog in your throat. Now we both can skate fast, but it's not the same thing. You get the car crash when you try to match slang. I'm supersonic on the track, all your beats are just phony. Funny how you hear rapping yet you're left there by Sony.
I've had enough of these undead hit or miss. Now a ghost told me I need to resurrect some disses. Zombies and witches I faced a few, but where in my book said I'd land in Undertale too. It's Norman storming in, I'm not conjuring warnings. The mic, you're lacking of permission for performance. Rest in pieces, I don't need to eat brains to know your shtick. Got your ancestor laugh when I got a bone to pick. Succeeding journeys, man, I couldn't let your plot cut. Portals of hell, you threw your shot in the shot glass. You're bound to kneel down, shining shoes in this position. Your food won't be forgotten, it's your family's tradition.
Come along with boo, for we shall blaze with the Americas. Plunder dim sail like the Sultan's great inheritance. Shiny teeth are no treasure to the king of thieves. I'll steal away in the nick of time, just like with Hercules. You keep jamming in characters, but your plot don't work. Like Jafar and his apprentices popping out the woodwork. Your series overcrowded, you overshadowed and rejected. Are they short on battles? It's fairly odd we've been connected.
Let me give you a thing. This is a rap test you're failing. Flunk Japanese obstacles now in Japan you're bailing. In fact, you got tonight to be clapped, but for this I'm about to destroy you with rap. Damn, you never wanted this and you're never gonna hate. Can I feel it when I get you with the click click clap? Better look like talking to fans, it doesn't pay off. Suffering flow then hitting the rocky, you're scrapping your pulse like it's Baywatch. Travel back and forth to battle this premature shaggy. You inherited that swip genes from your delusional daddy. I've got single hit CPs and distracts in the trends. You got 7 euros choking on those 85%. No limits for views, it's like you got an act to be abhorrent. In this boxing ring you're digging your own suicide forest.
It's courage and love to know Tetsu's weakness. You're gonna plug up, you can pull up Zeus' fetus. I can real when I tear you to pieces. Playing up behind bars with those eyes, eat Jesus. It's Fletch is the guy who will be a bloody knight. This stage is the shambles, keep queen on the mic. You crash your chances like your bike to slide. Just another time you might be left traumatized.
You think I'd die to a tight wearing pansy? Attack me, look at how that went for Ramsey. Stand down Legolas, who you're trying to impress. You're a jest overshadowed by your game's princess. I'm not quite a Stark, but I'll bark to avenge him for you. Every time I will end in surrender. You can't contend for this link is weak, and I won't be outmatched by a brat that can't speak.
You can't see when the page starts to turn. You probably lost your eyes when I started flipping birds, waving up to me like we are in an Indian drama. You can't talk to me, you're not casted for my genre. So it is my duty to keep you away from the audience. Punch guy, now that's the rise of a guardian.
Starting while we're off screen at the end of your film. Smash your head with chunks of ice. Now who got the cooler kill? Trying to lecture me with goosebumps tales and goose that want to mock me. Well, if we're talking books, I recommend hip hop for dummies. Parting masses circling circumstances to surfaces. I'm working perfectly in my silent circle and narrative. And if you're thinking I'm worthless millions, still let my fire the critics raving on your film. Dead silence.
Hey kid, about you leave this to a real gangster rapper. Never strike on more than that boy you're chasing after. Put your hero into zero, I guess that's a better place to be. Scrumming for some bird brain, witch and child slavery. I guess I'll be the most unfortunate in this rap rumble. These bars that I just stumbled, a bundle of junior jumbo. You couldn't best my bro's pretzel, so best stay in the car, pal. I'll give you a hand for that, but I have the win in the car, pal.
Everyone better pipe down, cause soon you'll find that when I photosynthesize, it's time to Venus fly rap. Bring me the beat and I'll lead it and chop it. I bring up Petey to case it and lock it. I spit a toxic, taste what I rock it. Boom, I spike while you're best till I drop it. Ridley and Sigley and Chaos and thinking the truth and your fans and my swears. You're an empty placeholder who's bringing the hurt, but I still like the Mario first. K-Rool, you'd only step up if you're made into Crocs. I'm the only mean green mother, but this ain't little shop. So, what's a king to a pot? You can never stop me. I can see that video games call it Plants vs. Zombies.
There's 1,000 jungle tales when the trash became reusable. Molgus balls dropped, they call it Tarzan the music. Whoa! I'm Reflexive Hunter, so best protect your mother. However, at the end you will get chained and shipped to others. You must have been disturbed out the inner world. You borrowers just run away before the dinner's served. Keep mood swinging while your family's falling apart. One shot and my string shot will be in your heart. So no matter what universe, the spider has the last word. To a dude that was belief in evolution working backwards.
You're drinking all your problems, IKA is out your say-so. Think you're better, but you're wrong. What, like your score on tomatoes?
Hey hit girl, you wanna? Oh, it's just me.
Well, time to decide for a hero to serve the beat.
Cause against me, study up my name. Why don't you take a page? For someone who can make a change, do what you do best, break a leg. I don't need a sick to make me spit sick. You like that top dog like bite off more than this dick prick. You misfit, the real world ain't some class that plays last, kid. Bitch, your name literally means you get your ass kicked. Your obsession with your teacher really gives me the creeps, bro. Boku no hero, change that to Boku no Pico.
You put yourself in high standards for pointless ranting. Stupid is your stupid does, and you're on the top ranking. My mama once told me that there were unexpected losses, but if you're in my box, it's time to drop the chocolate. I was tackling Vietnam while you got Virginia Test. Man, you're supposed to give me water when I'm resting. You get everything off me, now I'm chewing on your title. So I guess it's the second time you got bullied by your idol. I got all the folks running miles from my quotes, so step aside, you're not the only shrimp on my boat. You're squabbled out of this run and it's not a big stunt. Or with your language at 12 points for Forrest Gump.
Right, doesn't seem like it's that fun. But if you're messing with bats, then better step to the back, son. You started one battle and split the piece down the middle. But ask Ulysses if he sees that this war ain't civil. If there's someone you should marvel, you don't have to look far. Is butterflies floating in? Guess I'm not seeing stars. Your dignity ain't bulletproof, you're gullible, that's all. You went from G.I. Joe into Captain Barbie doll. Oh, I'm cold news like Thor's weather clan. So don't mind if I steal the thunder. Shazam!
The spell is critical, tell Thanos to craft your tomb. One time to beat enemies when you push them out your womb. Space awaits a tragedy if they push you to knock out the security of NASA. Houston, we've got a problem.
Scoring 3 strikes just like your daddy's trident. Keep hiding from monsters while I'm discovering islands. My grandma taught me rhythm, so you better keep flow. You're out of Neptune, I'll end you on a C note. Try and fight through Lalatai with a pen and sweet code. Put a Greek up to Disney and he'll go hero to zero. I have faith and trust in the people I've met while your camp keeps 1,000 snakes around your head. Here's the truth about your mission. Ever since you've been a toddler, there's no flag in years of capturing your absentee father. Try creating fake drama to stir your mess of a half-brother. Is that the only thing you didn't steal from Harry Potter? No one knows how far I'll go without this geek stopping me. The world praises my songs, they're nothing but mythology. So what's left for Percy to boast to his fans? All we heard from him is chaos on the coast of Japan.
This and others for their titles, partner. Good guys is your legacy. You're the poster boy for playtime. The only street you're running is Sesame. I don't hold you to too high standards. My part of town, you're too young. Yet you're smart enough to connect, attack, but too dumb to plug ahead to your tongue. I'm off into the sunset. Let's not prolong our argument. To infinity and beyond. Waffles chugging from the bottom of the bargain bin.
So formulate, you're more suited for Scooby-Doo. Stuck in an endless loop of Sydney eluding you, huh? Coming at me, choking on your phone and lines, please. I'm screwing you over worse than caller ID. Talk about your franchise like you're one to boast. Enough with your sequels, just give up the ghost. We both know exactly what it's like to take a dive. To be blunt, your role couldn't get your ratings high.
Mom said I'm still too young to watch this thriller, but Rachel's gone, I'll have her back. Watch me plot twist a sister. You'll choke on a beat if you can't chug processed beans. So we had to draw people like you in the drug project week. You're a conjure monster from young nature, I'll drop this beat like your dumb waiter. I tinker with you, but this toy's too bendy. You look like the logo of a Solar Boy Wendy's. Well, don't take it, not even your grave, but I'm sure you've got some bones to crack. Not even the pet cemetery could bring her audience back.
Laying it down to sleep for 2 decades of your own hell. It looks like wise as who's lacking luck? Let's throw a penny in the well. It's prime time for a rap battle, bitch. Dip you in the shame down to the bottom of your silk suit. Yeah, sticks and stones can break my bones, but words we both know they kill you. Search up this beat on your breath when I beat you to death. The makeup on your head will match up with your bed. Cause my dreams are a threat, but the screams that you get make a spider a joke. It's a meme on the web. You ain't hot shit like curry, now you're a sweet dish. All you can eat dish, blown appetit. Going up with your first monstrosity. Motherfuckers chairbound, can't stand up like your comedy.
Cold-blooded pleasure, but I love to trick them. Dirty old drunkies playing the bloody victim. They picked him, stop staring at me and man up. You toss your actors in the trash like your index cards as stand-up. Alright. Lost the stage Casanova. Character got so milt they would sell you a Corova. On the streets I was a tragedy and yes I paid for it. But the real horror shows your concept of relationships. Molly didn't harm your life, so please tell me. She left you for the bat and you blamed it on your belt. Rubbish your heart like a spade, you knew it sucked. Not even the hospital could save you since you blew it up.
Your crew won't trust you without a gun safe. There's no I in team, same goes for your son's face. You rain blood on the Bible, those sins are unforgettable. You'd have to spend the rest of your life in a confessional. Let me give you some posts for your apocalypse. Crimes and bloody bookmarks in your mind like your son smoking your wife. The way you scream at your friends and kick them out, you'll be next. I'll cross you out like the way walkers crossed out your act. Go adopt another spin-off like it was your stepdaughter. You're dragging your plot on so much you turn your watchers into walkers. And calling more cops wouldn't make the gore stop. I'm gonna whip through this pig and get myself a pork chop.
Just squeeze some breast milk, here's something to raise a glass for. We both are music specials, well that's right, Joe, trash yours. No amount of ticket sales can match my Tony. She'll be calling me but picture because you will never own me. Yeah, I'm decking a distant message director without a rewrite to correct. When the Eagles, I'm the UX and Prickle, that's something that my fans will never forget. New Jesse's bitch, I'm the brains behind marijuana. Your private shows with writer spokes and features with Obama. Your legacy became some losers living with their mamas. Spewing racist drama, give a child actors trauma.
RoboCop kicks you out the building like your mall did. Show you life won't always let you land in a ball pit. Cause I'm here to arrest you for causing a huge riot. Do it like perfectmatch.com, use your right to remain silent. Your segue of thinking isn't outside the box. You're not a cop eating donuts, you're a donut eating cops. I'm rising like the crime rate, fight for justice till I get killed. Take care of the pensioners before they use you as a treadmill. I went from OCP to a gigantic legacy. You turned Victoria's Secret into the WWE. Your mom died trying to get her newspapers off the street. Try saving that with a Hello Kitty Band-Aid creep.
Your poetry is lifeless, you locked yourself behind your bars. Learn so much about psychology but lose against a broken heart. All these fights for a mother, it seems wild. It's like you call yourself a bird of prey cause you took flight from your child. We're living in a world of infinite choices, but your rap is like your mind, pointless infinite voices. Cause you're poison, I'll destroy you, can never lock me out. Yesterday Justice League, today just Monica.
I thought a Christian would have cleaner bars to throw. Your first song's a personality, single and alone. Nowadays you write with your tears on minor keys. You locked your childish burdens and traumas. Someone give up minor keys. I know that your facts are real, but lies just have appeal. Tom McDonald brought better beef, you can't combo a happy meal. You cried about some people giving criticism cause it never really brought money. This battle's confirming your critics, your ears are NF, not funny. Where do you belong? I don't think that's a riddle. You're a standard copycat. Eminem skittle, got the double dose, 7 deadly sins taken to me. But your 5 albums introduced me to the stages of grief. You charted through depression but can't top other charts. The only shopping cart I've seen you in is on your cover art. You peaked when news can let me down and then you dropped a star. While I'm so dope I killed the beat, just like your mother's heart.
That's a good question, but that verse was tragic. So welcome to my new format, Cringing with Babish. Your skills are forgettable, so save your beef and grill it. It's like you try to roast me on a non-stick skillet. You meet your guests and torture them to greet them, what a bummer. You should do it like my flavors and get to know each other. I'm baking and boiling, my basics are poignant. The only place that you'd be spewing flames is your toilet. You trying to fight's a risk, but trust me, I resist. You act so salty, I could beat you with the tiny whisk. I'll go and run out of the rap battle kitchen, cause you are what you eat, a bland and dry chicken.
I follow every path that my soul leads, but I've never heard a myth containing pineapples with nosebleeds. Oh please, the stars are looking quite concerned, and I learned about the zodiac and you seem like a virgin, a vermin with perversion that I'm supposed to slay down. I'm taking more swings than your ass on the playground. Play it like paint's bad, I got superior physique. You're looking like a ramen noodle, but you're sucking up to me. You're known for teaching kids the most aerodynamic run, for when they're trying to infiltrate Area 51. This boy's acting like a knuckle-headed fraud who got the people raging at his tails like the weed
version of Fox News.
That film real cause I see through your rap. It's fitting the beans leaving nothing but hot gas. Pitiful, your comedy used to be universal. Now you're only getting Snickers when you sell out for commercials. Rocking the comedy and drama, this prodigy's got both. Sounds like your Olympic cameo. One note, you're only slapstick. Go walking disaster tragic. The fact that you're somehow still alive, magic. When I say action, I turn secretaries to actresses, while everyone around you falls victim to Rowan's accident. With a YouTube channel, movies, puns, and tunes, you crash with fans. After 30 years, they should've left us being canned.
You've been gone since like the 50s, so watch your step. Once you run and Johnny, you fall to another deb. This shadow strippers don't make her a better rapper. The track's better battle matter for a matter hatter. No one could ever saw the edgy remix in your feature. It's like you went from Alice in Wonderland to Alice Cooper. I'm splattered, I don't need to paint lines that make you suffer. 8 bars to close the shutter on another other mother.
Okay guys, this can't be happening. Little T's actually got him more crap at rapping. So I'll bash your fatty before he can eat me. I'll suggest a salad but you're already pissed off me, fee. Looking at your content, I'm not sure from all the fish when this know it's like you go really big for me from one. Getting balance from all of the AdSense. You gon' go counter strike all the UMG dents, yeah. I've seen more talent in my Discord, believe it. That performance could have been just beating hunt down the Freemans. Less impressive lesbian with many sins and bloody moves. Maybe she does come out alright like pet stop too.
It's a pacifist to a highness. I pacifist and lead riots. This prince is praying my iris. I don't pray for peace, I provide it. To me, I odor iris. I'm liberating safaris. My words will burn you like Varys when I'm commanding Dracarys. Your creator had partners that matched your father Zeus's life. Handed you his lie detector while sleeping with 2 wives. I bet you're bound to blame this beating on one of your worst lords. Cause double W hasn't bombed this bad since the world wars.
That's a verse? No, this is a verse.
Your programs are pathetic, irrelevant where you're headed. You should teach your audience how to survive your wreck on Netflix, that's what you get. Relying on celebrities for more clout, it's evident no one clicked on this battle for the Boy Scout. Nice to meet you, you got the right idea. You build fires at 365, I'm a primal leader. You build a legacy with his timeless speeches. If you wanna mess with me, get in line behind Peter.
Please, you should know that I'm packing up beef. Eat these, open sesame and load up on my seed. Check the sheet, I'm serving billions, flavors enticing. Now I'm serving up knockouts on the mic like I'm Tyson. If you go to Tennessee, your career would tip fast. When say I get hit smash, retro knickknacks. They call me the Big Mac, cause I lay it that griddle. Well, there's more than one reason why they're calling you little. Oh, snap, try to come back, but I've seen your end game, you can't recover from that. Once was the underdog, oh the rookie so fearless. Now you're getting pummeled to the bottom of the tier list. I'm already stacked, don't even try to top me. Get my name out for your super move, cause all you do is copy. Reversing up, I'm Rocky, and I'm switching these seats out, cause it's a cold ass meat that's giving you the pizza.
Bitch, you see that, Jesse?
His product is disgusting.
I'll fry him before he's able to chicken out like Gus Fring. For all my business, I've needed to be deceitful, but I don't need to fake memory loss about your book sequel. While Heisenberg got the entire stock in his pocket, your recipe's like a Krako's DNA. Everyone got it. When you factor in your factory, you're practically as bad as me. The sugar manufactured attaches to the brain more than crack MD and methamphetamine. And when I put your lice to bed, you'll need a fatter mattress than Charlie's entire family.
Oh no, it looks like Bowie's having trouble with his words. What do we need to fix this track? That's right, a happy rappy verse. So now a real monster spits. This one is not for kids. This apple drop disc is like Newton or humans that foolishly drop from cliffs. Damn copying, that's low-hanging fruit. Dev took Earthbound and crammed it deep in your roots. Took combat from Toho but couldn't do it well. Your brother died and rot inside the devil's something in your bullet hell. Here's another one of my accurate predictions. Apple drops bombs like I'm crashing a building. With a venom equipped with kids cower for I kill it. With friendliness spells, twist of pacifist frisk is. I don't need to be the one to pick you off and your does playing she loves me not. And since you wanna reminisce, so awful bloomer, well I nickel mama and made some new juniors. I'll take this flower and slash him and split him apart like the ruins his blood I was hit with. Pastor Pete with a tragedy, this flower is wilting, but that's natural, children. Get all that junk out of my flight path, cause you're getting bypassed with my raps. This jelly bean's lost its flavor, I got the best comeback since Minecraft. Try that!
Yeah, I carry the beat, you'll be top. This season's the only time you'll be on top. For a week you were buzzing with small cloud, but they all rush to me, that's an ultimate knockout. Took over Twitch cause they're bored off you, I'm roasting this marshmallows more. Costume, character royale is all that you can offer. Our votes, you Fortnite's imposter. It's your the amigo, you're inflating like your ego when I'm gathering the evidence of everything you brought up. So when I squabble with you, Teletubby belly buttons, there is literally no comparison among us. First stage will be a plan of the glorious all mine. Go turn off the power and I'm still in the spotlight. Your seasons ain't gonna be making us fraud right. You're forgotten by autumn, it's no wonder they call me Fall Guy.
You've come back from explosions, but Michael Bay's producer couldn't blow you up. Massacred a chain of film with more huge duds. Teach your crew the 3 Ds. Don't do drugs. I'll go and handle the psychoanalysis with this inadequate psycho is so incredibly ravenous. With the fact that his life was never ending in happiness, the daddy always had a whip before trying to smash his fist. Even though you're a panicking cannibal, this clever animal cannot get a goal to grab his meat. With how much you dry hop that hillbilly weapon, I wouldn't be surprised if the saw is your family. So maybe go on Tinder if you wanna hunt your prey, cause every time you try to hook up they just run away. Any chance of your tropes terrifying the world,
Went right out of the window like all of your final girls. It used to be chilling when you sewed bodies together, but now you're leaving us in stitches with your CGI terror. I play games with your brain and then eat the remains, but my stomach would be as empty as your box office game.
Smithers! Who is this orange buffoon? He's a nuisance. Surely he's a result of my power plant's pollution. Don't think he'd knock me with those tiny things, he must be crazy. And I won't fall victim to even more shots from a crybaby. Don't look at me like I'm some kind of billionaire monster. It looks to me like you would benefit from my sunblocker. Like your tax returns, boy, in this fight you should avoid. My threats are less empty than my wallet, you'll get destroyed. This man is with the bill, you're immigrant deep-throated. So much weight for your data, you're a Home Depot. You run a population of folk who hope they re-voted. I run a track sicker than a dosage of COVID.
Actually,
on
you
the mic when you're mounting pants, becoming president in descent of all your sins. Now I can't really say Disney overplayed, they remade. They put Donald Duck face over Donald Duck's face.
Let me take the mic back. Let's see who is speechless. You're rapping sloppy, too bad you can't re-release it. Everyone loved your hits until you started rambling. Now the whole world is pissed. Like it's your Grammy. I'm for breaking the silence, but they should've wired your mouth. And you wouldn't rant on Kim and send your marriage Kanye is out. I've never missed with genre switches. Folklore hit the money. I killed it running country. You felt trying to run the country. Wax figures are the only kind of models that you slept with. It's obvious in South Park that you're fishing for attention. Assault and paparazzi, they should call you Rockefeller. You couldn't even square up in your Roblox.
Hold up. I prefer the presence of a phantom over this freak. Nobody's felt this much disappointment since the Grinch leaks. Put your money where your nose is. Your business is atrocious. That plan doesn't work. Did you steal it from the homeless?
Even Cindy knows you're a children's clone that only fixed the mold of all the Christmas tropes. Not a single soul would kiss this old abysmal troll with his feet looking like a bunch of mistletoes. Eyes max you hate, about his head is grave, all mocked up. You think you're tax evasion and your lack of patience. Go back to the free tax I'm making. People like you don't know how to treat my plate. I'm feasting on the mountain to the fees I'm paid. You couldn't bet a second before you're winning the battle if you don't get babysitted by the CIA. Trying to amaze your crush with a shaver bot, then you also bombed that. Where the only thing you ever managed to properly cut was a contact. I'm the kind of guy that the ladies love. All the girls that you knew now hate your guts. You'll spend the rest of your life lonely, but you can still choke on JD's nuts. A billion wikis couldn't less your mental damages. So who's the real killer when you're the one left in bandages? At least the bully showed you how to keep a party lit. Hey, couldn't drink a shot, but it still left a shit face. And now that mannequin girl has left you worthless. Compared to Jane the Killer, you're like Jane the Virgin. Trying to step to my guns with the blanks that you wrote. It's less of a verse, more of your suicide note.
I heard you're pretty awkward, but that was rough, buddy. I've got the greatest flows from the men in the moon since Kid Cudi. Tried to claim I'm forgotten, but don't think you're any better. Cause after seeing my movie, at least my fans want to remember. A party's got a tracks that are ice cold. Naughty other raps spit it nice though. A body pitch black set him right home. Wish I'm alone left to beat by the night, bro. A circuit around you like the Avatar Psycho. You need your hitman to leave my mind blown. I guarantee you be dangerous on the mic though. If you lock down your bars, take you backstabbing I roll. Looking at the history of every time you lose, got beat by ice dudes, got the powers from the moon. I'm a cold-blooded killer like Jack Frost the Ripper. You must have plenty shade in the sight of the way yes stuff. More bags looking at your family's history. So pathetic, grandpa time to quit you like your misery. Face off with your father, but he burned it up and ravaged it. And your mom broke your family just like a cart of cabbages.
Look, I saved the marriage. Alex said you wrecked yours. You couldn't last a single round in fucking bed wars. It's the LBBMC against Steve, who couldn't handle beats with a million of his beetroot tweets. Used to be neutral until Minecon fired notch, cause he turned Minecraft to Minecon. Blacking the collector and restoring hope. He couldn't keep a stronghold. Now there's cobwebs on your story mode. And words of geeks, Venom sees the damage I've done. But even PewDiePie can hope he comes back from this one.
Come on, man. Just gotta keep calm.
Nah, fuck that shit! Be the devil out of that motherfucker! Show him how we do it on these streets!
Yeah, fair enough.
Yo, it's pop the rocks, I pop the rocks, I top the softly hot copy, block to them. I'm making heads pop, I'll take your head pop, and use your red blood, I'm on the dead chalk. You shit like the shit goblin, so quit talking, I'll take your whole game in a silver cock to quickly pop them. Save me the fight, cause late in the night I was painting your wife in 50 shades of titanium white. Oh! No cap, blicky strap. 1, 2, finger on the trigger, leave a bitch shot through. Pull the next shoot, shit the cop shoot.
Be crying at your brain and actually try to write a good verse. Cause chronologically is the only time you've come first. You got a nuclear family, so how'd you tan? Was it jaundice, condit, born in the power plant?
In the light of the moon, a little egg lay on a leaf. Then a hungry little caterpillar awoke to eat this beat.
Check it! I educate types in the basics. Taking 8 bites and 8 bits. If you wanna be the same size as my fame is, wake up, it's a bit of bigger dreamland than your game is. Try to fight with all 6 of these hands and fly with the DDD raps. I don't need a power to burn this loser. Your home is a nightmare and you're Furby Krueger.
Very hungry caterpillar when it comes to rap similar. Creepy crawler, sheep and mauler, and I'll munch this track for this.
system that's already queued up. So my biting just to go and restore a culture Kirby. I'm about to take it, I cork it. Feel a beat like a triple D in a continental legacy. For decades I've been nibbling my little leaf. My job is to educate the toddlers to pick the green. 50 million sales, such a copy ability. Poor taste conquers the gourmet shopper. You're pretty fat for a platform-based hopper. Chewing on the sequels to your vision got lost helm. Even Tiger I could tell that this ball dropped.
Sounds like you needed to spot check that mess. That voice took even longer than SFM. But I'm glad, I thought you'd have no mercy on my ears. But your game hasn't made noise in the industry for years. Space me all the time spent pondering your most diabolical schemes and loose box economy. Your light back as its mastermind rat. Cause you're only sick when you're giving women your spy crap. Now it seems this rumble's done. Your plan to win has come undone. The Fortress 2 will always be stuck behind the land of my wall.
Diss all your fours, but I wouldn't make it through. Cause those OCs make me sick, Sonic Chew. And in 8 whole years, you pull the whole route from gotta go fast to gotta get sued. You seem to be unaware, so better face back. This road and this roadkill, both a rap and racetrack. You're always getting stopped out and pummeled by Metal Sonic. But the man I steal eye faces, let them dust in my comics. Your latest animation try to stack up a green hill. You're rust for bucks, cause you're the proof that speed kills. No matter what design, you'll always be a flick killer. So forget your gold ring, today you took a Quicksilver.
Child and his mother, I corrected the disturbance. Now they sent me both cases within one goddamn person. It's a burden, but I guess I'm gonna have to let the storm in. You drop the ball on the carpet, then fucking play with me, Norman! This mindless biased child will bring the crisis I'm divine. It only takes a lifeless mind to give your mindless life a shining. I'll flip you when you stab me, daddy, slapstick shit. Your spirit's like, keep calm and pass the buck to mommy, she can handle this. You're simply full of lust, I know it makes you feel so ill. Still don't have the guts to face it, so you take them out your roadkill. Now you perfectly replicate what you pin on your wall. And as the anxious little bitch, I ripped his soul with what he caused.
You're dragging on your rancid plot with all the jokes you're cracking. I thought it was my name, but my your stuff with tons of padding. And your broken promises are making Tommy Lynn cry. Because you just don't have the balls to be a family guy. Your gags make me gag. That drawn out schlock is poppycock. You're not a real comedy. Clearly you're a Comic-Con. Now this sure has been fun, but Build-A-Bear will be upset when they find out one of their toys put their best friend on their deathbed.
Oh, so that's why my psychic paper keeps going missing. This phone is after it cause it knows it passes Tony Stark but with no vision. Give up the act, that bad American accent could not be mended with magic. Strange, you look like the master if he'd mastered the art of chatting to fab. My sonic screwdriver has the mic blocked. You're a colonizer and need high docks. I know the ancient world was rocking makes you froze, but they really didn't need a bloody whitewash. You don't want to face a time lord in a rhyme war. You're minor to the Daleks that I form. My TARDIS is like the Ferrari of time travel. Your stone's quite literally an eyesore. Ooh, yeah, sports cars are a shaky topic. Right, course. Now that joke was an accident, let's hope it still lands well. Unlike yours. But they're begging you to answer me this question cause it's taking me a bit to understand it. How did the Avengers take a Thanos in a secondary battle when the only difference was the magician vanished?
What was that sloppy verse? I wanted roast beef, damn it! So call me the Hulk. This rap is low-key slapping. Out of both the Golden Sons, you're the only one looking like an avatar carcass. When fighting fire with an arsonist, you better keep your ass guarded. Oh man, your whole plan got out of hand. That's so sad. I'm Olaf, but this dope dropped off the bridge like by Frosty the Snowman. The bro's the goat of gods, you're the god of goats. If you swallowed your pride, you would probably choke. I don't got the hocus pocus or that mind control, but still keep my staff under my control. You're so horny, but I get it, dude. Your whole family tree is a fucking petting zoo. Heard your pregnancy was violent, not surprised your poor privates are blue. Remind me never to go horse riding with you. Of course I'm more striking. The Thor's lightning, my author could better handle a task of writing adored ideas of the broad psyche of Norse Vikings to thought right whatever court just to head on for old Spikey. Is it just me, or is it melting in here? Somebody toss me water. After all, I'm sure parched from thirsting over my foster daughter.
No! I have you know, I'm a theoretical physicist, but I bet that this idiot doesn't get what the difference is. I just can't watch how you're collecting numbers at your friend's cost. Take a seat, Swarley, and listen to my TED Talk. Welcome to Fun with Flags. We got our red flag today, which was raised by many of Barney's questionable plays. There's a line of sexual harassment charges against you, stud, but our law. Suit up. You're the greatest at dating, the most illogical statement. I've done the math on your play, looking after various equations. I found if you put the numbers, erase pity as a factor. The sum of women you end up with is equal to your actor. And I'm the master of conducting these tracks. I thought you had fire magic, you should have used it in your raps. So when it comes to making sense, I'm swimming in many. Well, nowadays you're struggling to earn a penny.
Jump on a speedboat, jumped in the East Coast. Now I'm here to roast a prehistoric meatloaf. Nice scammy got right and you got millions of civilians to visit the lake to do nothing. Your stories lead hordes of suckers to keep searching, but all your cheap lore is more hollow than your earth is. You'll hit the sea floor when this giant starts emerging. You're gonna need more than a photo from a surgeon. Remember the fisherman that I left to scream and cry? That's literally me when I first saw your CGI. You're about to stay low on Rotten Tomatoes. Your flicks are stored in the same boat as Sharknado.
Let me read you a poem
I wanted to write about an ugly hag who's fucking despised by her parents, her class, everyone in her life. If you killed yourself now, nobody would cry. Grew close to your man, then encased too. He went out his way to frame you, then only your picture remained in your bad ending playthrough. And he went out his way to frame you. I made my man lose his mind with the love in his heart. You made a boy lose a bet with how ugly you are. Hoping your third eye, 4 eyes, yapping about code when your reality show is a reality show. And I bet your cat kills mostly stars. You could carve a tally for your friendship with Komaru. I'm gently closing the door on your little love story. Try not to get too hung up on your rejection, Sayori.
From horror to comedy, I don't have any bounds. So repetitive, it's like you donned the crown of Chronox Town. Screwed you over prematurely, but let's hear this foul defense. From the man saying minor sex is a minor offense. The devilish nightmares I craft are a straight-out sign of class. While you hop in timeless to bounty hunt for the N-word pass. With your scripts filled with racist hatred and foul intent, you get even touchier than Harvey Weinstein on set. I'm stomping this has, but I'm not someone you should mess with. Only footprints you've left were to satisfy your fetish. I wanted to be an actor, left you for the dreams that he chased. Never got to see him like he jumped inside the briefcase.
TikTok, TikTok, time to get your shit rocked. Ask Little Nas if I know a thing about hip-hop. I've not been in a room full of Z-list flops, thinking that they're big shots since I visited VidCon. Bitch stop, I'm bruising you when I'm doing it musically. You're losing views to me, your users will have to duet your funerals using me. I do all the things you two do and improve it. See, YouTube, you're in hot water like you're a doo-doo Twitch booby stream. I introduce me, you to consuming new content so smoothly through my algorithm that you had to rip off. That's a bad decision, of course. You bit off TikTok, but I bet you wish you hadn't come up too short. Now on to the other huge door. Have this pricker get picked up by Amazon, yet he can't deliver. I'm in my prime, still seeing over 1,000 figures. The only time you see that's when you're surrounded by streamers. You remember loudly breathing or some fucking lousy reason. Climbed up the vine, now I'm at the tip top. Donald Trump really tried, but I cannot be switched off. Hope you don't find the bad side of TikTok. Scrap the lip sync, I got something you can put your lips on.
Possessor's near, enough come to warn you before it's too late now.
Sorry bud, but it looks like Daywalker already came out. Some teens saw your Twitch streams and now you've grown, but since your first feature, your music career's been dead, a living tombstone. Hey, I got that thumbs up from Junji Ito. Hey, Anthony Fantano thinks you got that weed flow. Hey, started off by reading horror every week, yo. Damn, now some online egos got you losing sleep, bro. Pull off all that darkness with how you hush your tunes, recording songs like your mom sleeping in the other room. So toss a kudo to report ya, I'm the prime suspect. I'm never the game and killed it, bitch. Now I'm the corpse husband.
Maybe pass the rapping to your goons, cause you're in my shadow like the moon. With all your minions, you couldn't hold them like Texas. This high roller's gonna smoke you like the devil's lettuce. Now look at your rhymes and maybe put them aside. I got the hooks and the jabs to keep the boogie alive. Like a loading screen going open wide. I give this loaded dice a little load of mine. Stand palm up like a leaf, sleazy blankets in pieces. Stacking dice, the devil dealing douches, damn, that's a DC. So don't laugh on this sack or all knots like that top ground. Hail to your new king, baby, that's a knockout.
I'll make the calls in this torture in place.
You only got balls and an Orbeez giveaway. It's a real man hunt. You don't got the courage to beat me. Go hide in your nerdy dream streams. We got more beef than your burger meat beast. Plotting more seeds in your garden team trees. Speak to the world where equality rules. It's not just a pick you can fly to the moon. Got no firepower against my roster. Don't you identify as an attack helicopter. You said hi to your brother with a brand new channel. I said bye to my brother with a mag of ammo. So go cry to your mama and an ad to pecker. You get your morals to put your hand on lemon. Can't handle the truth. If you run out of money, you run out of your personality too. Out of 100% of your views, nobody watches your channel for you.
Your company already had a shaky start. For working on Wall Street, your team's easy to break apart. That pack of animals leaves me with a question mark. You get more profit if you move your zoo into Central Park. You don't have what it takes, just scramble your brain. You put the pen on so many checks, you left your marriage erased. Since your mind counted money, your love has been destroyed. Now you're only getting head when you flip a coin. The soup, thousands, one juice, 2 cows. Swallow your respect once you got the loot stewed out. And soon your mountains of crews moved out. And your quarterly report that starts from boom, boom, time.
People look at me and say, ah, the skunkly. People look at you and say, nah, he ugly. Trust me, bud, if you don't wanna start something, don't fuck with the gumdrop buttons. I see your army standing stiff like who built those? God save the Queen of England's dildos. When's the last time you showed up on someone's wish list? The only fight you ever took on is the war on Christmas. I take my troops, but that wouldn't be a fair chase. You couldn't get your toy soldiers to invade past the staircase. How can you rap with those dentures? Sheesh, when I call an elf or a dentist for those horrendous teeth. Wait till luring children out of homes and ask your ballet writer if he ever intended to put your your flute into A minor.
And you're only blessed with fortune when it's from your parents' will. You're sorry that you wouldn't narc sailing on a ship. That explains why on the microphone you fail to land and hit your numb as it gets. Your luck must have gone to your head, but you're only firing blanks like a Russian roulette. Your franchise took the stage and it ignited some flames, but I'll be stuffing you all out like a fire grenade. Call my fans creepy, standing every student around, but your only friends now are like George, not found.
We talking puzzles, it's enough. I'm grooving like sticker brush, couldn't find a single punch. Even Squawks is giving up starting up risings that left this boy scarred. The last time the gorillas when humans have flopped hard. So when your friends still helping your last wishes, I'll leave you rapping alone like it's Christmas.
You got your audience convinced on a tiny screen, but my tricks even hit when I'm behind the scenes. Your public embarrassment, your knickknacks are worthless. Your jokes only put shame on your whole family circus. You think your handstands get your mom and dad fed? I'll put you under pressure like the blood in your head. You've got no more appeal, all your props are overdone. Not a soul man can even sneak his way into World War I. Got fired for being too good at my job in the comic books, but now I got the bank to spare. Ask Hollywood, bust the mediums, is this squares? Damn hobby good, I'd say sue me, but your Karen ass probably would. I demand a refund for your misleading show, cause when I heard water torture, I didn't think you'd mean your flow. Said you'd escape the damn grave, but ended up unconscious. Hurry the fuck up, I'm passing out trying to watch this. This wise guy wants to fire rhymes, it's nonsense. I'm not scared of a dude who lies for the patented process. I know you like water stunts, so this next trick will leave you breathless into single punchlines enough to crush your appendix.
Broke out the chains, I'm holier than Rome is. You send those wains home before I phoned me homie Moses. Promised them a candy land, but had him working back in Berlin. Said your purpose was to purge the rats. Who's the real vermin? The town heard the piper and demanded they stop the band music, cause you only play the shamiest rock. And now there ain't no drumming, so they don't get reminded, but you'll face repercussions when you feck with the Irish.
Famous in the ring trying to do me in, but I'll smoke you on the track, King Julian. You only got the crown cause your uncle sits screwing, and if these hooligans, your rulership is starving your people like Kim Jong-un for kids. Start with the bodyguard, yet you're the Virgin King. With that big ego, you think you get insecurity, but you're never gonna get respect like me. All you carry's a desperate free for your barefoot necessities. Give it a pop. I live in liberty, boss. I breathe the jungle and I swing to the top like a banana peel. You're ripping me off. The only Amazon you witness I can fit for your job is when they stuff you inside of a delivery box. You're in the zoo and try to next sing the damn park. Lived in Madagascar until you Madagascar. Louis got his Armstrong carrying this track hard. I get busy when the jazz starts. Swing it, boys! Slash the ground till the wrist till you got cut. Now you can only pose for the mugshot. Can rock the mic with Baron Cohen on it. Does fight like your health coach Borat Johnson. All you monkeys getting funky from their heads to their feet. All you monkeys getting hungry and begging to eat. You wanna be like everybody in your dream too, but the truth is nobody wants to be like you.
Frodo arrived with his cringe-ass nay-nay ring at the weird shack across the river. There he met Queen Cleopatra, who didn't seem too pleased about Frodo's presence.
Trying to touch my crown, you can't boss me. So you better bow down like these palm leaves. I put fools in their tombs, don't get cocky. Unlike you and your jewels, I can drop heat. I got kidnapped in a bed sack. You're so boring, you make kids nap in a bed sack. Make every guy kneel when I make noise with my bar. My milk bath brings all the boys to the yard. Try to hold your composure when all the Romans come over. I got a whole league of soldiers, you got a hole in your shoulder. Now I'm opposing this ogre. You're getting smoked to your toaster, so just keep loathing your own words. So soft as Froyo's and Gogurt. Got loaves floating, got Frodo in your pockets. Lost your bro, want me to get trolled by the goblins. Save your jokes, you can never cope with your problems. Your finger goes like this battle roast, bitch, you lost it.
And your turn already, old man, so I can flame you. I'm so bored that lasted longer than your games do, but I ain't new. This is my cool ranch, and this little chip's gonna wrangle with you. I'm a snack, but I don't crack at the booth. I'ma make you pay like a landed on blue. You're bad for the group. Your game puts households into competitive moods. Don't beg on the mustache, man, in the flesh in a suit, less you want than a family feud. Created to criticize capitalism, by the time he transitioned to the actual villain, couldn't make any change to exchange it for penny backs. Giving back to the system he was best to get rid of. When Julius Rex is lobbying lunatic, then he's losing his head. What you gonna do? You can sue me at best. I'm holding all the cards to community chest.
Out of all the children I've seen, I gotta say none are quite this crazy. Looks like my clone dropped out of school and dressed yourself up like Slim Shady. I solved your origin story, yeah, you stole the powers right off me. So there's no need for me to ask 11, do you copy? I'm making you choke like a vile cake when I'm dropping you off at your final stage. The only thing you dropped in your entire mission was your little 10 survival rate. At 5 I'm at a riper age, yes my book's against your primal rage. You can dress up like a goth all you want, but leaving everyone behind is not a child of phase. And it might relate, but even I was raised in a brighter place. I lived my whole life in a chase. How can you know what the truth is when everyone uses you only to lie to your face? It's awful how your show keeps dragging on. If you think you're memorable, then ask your mom. You wanna stay safe? It's best to keep the gate closed, not giving you a fake name and soon you'll be a Jane Doe. You think you're covered? You must be out of your mind, cause any trauma could devour your life. A freak of nature and a coward inside. I'm in the spotlight, you're the power supply.
I was like your papa's collar.
rather shocking. I twist so predictable that this grandfather clocked it. I make billions, I'm into one. Bitch, I'm getting that bread like ill none. But poor you killed mum. Then turned victor to victim. Though the stranger thing was how Krill spoke to the little girl with his blank creepy stare. You wanna be a predator very well, you can take a seat right over there.
Bars of an actual boomer. Tech skills couldn't put bags in an Uber. My drunk father, but guess this gun's password. Faster than you could be reading me back with an Uber. Man stupid, I ain't gonna do shit. Man, in a square like a Rubik's. I'll lend you an ear when you're putting on airs with the air if you use up Q-tips. If you're ethical, then I beg to know that hella match you've all paid for. Why you sell schools is a metaphor for what the fucking state of the nation is. It's incredibly stupid, you call the soups and claim the powers are ableist. A crazy kid who's been wasting days with a parasocial relationship. I'm appalled that this poor twat could perform as a support act. Even after his forced dad, you just walk for as a doormat. If you don't wanna suffer burnout, don't be such a fucking star. Keep on whinging all you want, you'll never measure up to par.
Morbius, the best movie ever made, yeah, yeah. The mic calls, now I'm here to raise the stakes, yeah, yeah. Blood doctor, but you don't wanna come test this. I keep it like Rotten Tomatoes, 100% bitch. This bat is draining again now, feels like Castlevania, how? My attacks are breaking this town, axed in half, the name of discount. Your granddad was chasing a ransacking ladies, can't act if they were aroused. Track captured dames and spent half his age, but couldn't captivate a damn crowd, ouch. The critics all be going crazy, got him shouting Morbius. I hit a Martin Scorsese, got him shouting Morbius. You know I'm copping hoes daily, got him shouting Morbius. Phil and Sony's Joe craving, now they shout for more Morbius.
Shout mock my sacrifice. The king knew that he'd have to hang me twice. Yes, they cut my balls off, and I still got bigger bollocks and a very merry man goodbye.
For the torture, you'll have horses tied to every corner. The lemon foster lay pulling your torso hung drawn a quarter.
Never spoke at all, though, 'cause there's only one lord I talk to. You're a dorky Zorro, the most awful outlaw to be thought as moral. So I'm board your high horse, 'cause you're a torture, not warm. If I can't fight a fire with fire, I've had a fox with fox. Have you not learned a word from your shite books? Fucking pervert Robin Hood had to Sherwood and Hyde run. 'Cause we're after like a servant, a turgid, the girthy furnace was so much hunger and thirted like reverses a fry attack. Are you curtsying burglars quite done with referring to how I about to go turn it to fine dust? Wait until you learn the murder you're serving under. You heard who could never be heard of murdered by none. Go fucking murdered by none. For a time, Rob of Locksley ventured to my hood and thought that his plot was better. I'll show this archer some honest intentions when I chop off his fingers like V for Vendetta.
Watch me battle you on tracks, you got bats in your brain. While I train for a battle, you try to battle a train. Let me rattle your cage. It's kinda crazy to say that the only way you never cave is when you trapped in a cave. I mean, mimic looking ass, you just some teeth in a chest. You need an apple in your mouth 'cause you ain't decently dressed. If you're stuck in bed, then I'll give you a reason to rest. Freak in the streets, in the sheets, you're completely depressed. I'm gonna bust it down, how's the view from the rubble? I'm making mushroom clouds while you're rooting for trouble. I got enough school crowd to get my group on the double. And if you want your huge mouth, we'll put your crew in a bubble. 22 steak knives like a boot in a cuddle. You compensating 'cause you never got a spoon or a guddle. What should I do with this fucker? You're a ludicrous lover, you only move under covers when you move undercover.
Before the gentleman of crime begins, I'll give this spineless prick a chance to hide inside a fridge. I do what's required to win. This awfully hot cobble pot is for a lot of dumb fellas. Let me demonstrate how to properly open a verse. An umbrella, here's how we make things welfare. Strip you of possessions and put you on welfare. Stop reducing the funding for healthcare and make cuts to your big bird bed hair. Is this matchup meant to offend me? You put this criminal menace for cynical mayor, the villain they credit with millions of deaths impending. Against the penguin, not even I would buy your lies. So here's some advice that you might prefer. Next time you put the nation second, put an R-E-S-I-N-G first. He didn't climb or work, there's not a dime in his life that he earned. I was inspired by the flightless bird and a pack of cigs and the sits I've smoked all who defy my word. Flightless? No, that ain't quite right, 'cause I'm so fly from the tux to the bow tie. Hold tight, po joker, I know clans even better than I know cold. Eyes flows tight and I'm bloody controlling them eyes. Puppet can hold up a spine, let alone fight me. Cobblepot is stopping your poppers elitist party. Have them all chatting. Next line, please.
Oh, neat. Those powers sure seem sweet. No spindle, so how are you making me sleep? Out of all the folktale villains hunting children, I mistook this old frail witch for Rumpelstiltskin.
Don't say anything about bitch, you got no friends except mystical imps. Like, okay, you had a one-night fling, Romeo led Juliana and quickly dipped his show face. After years of silence, whipped out a knife to declare you a flight risk in a blind rage when I came to be, shouting you took every wing from me.
You're bringing
size, you couldn't measure up to me. In any given sport, you're 20,000 leagues beneath. You're a ghost of what you were, and I'm the phantom of the seas. And even Necronomicon, because your fandom is a cease. You couldn't fathom my real beards, your calamari brains pan-fried. You're only set about drugs above, they say your big ass capsize. A single cannonball's supposed to crack, and you can't deny you're that spineless. Your battles bring you fulfillment, they look like pirated hentai shit. You crack like a shook land, but a core can look you run brand. Why should I rebuttal this scumbags? You sperm will if you want comebacks. I'm a living, breathing legend, you're a pet that's on a leash. You lace away to movie cameos and hoping they'll release you.
You found a yellow ring to strike terror straight into heart. Still it's a filthy Mr. Clean was scarier than you are. You think you got the strength? I'ma be real honest. Joker took your chair and beat you till you nearly needed wheels on it. Bullies call you Ichabod and so you leave him dead? Well just call me the Brainless Horseman, because after this you won't be seen again.
Whoa there bud, you talk an awful lot about your knowledge for a loser who flunked a school project and dropped out of college. Nature's not made of blank God with through life from a lab, but you couldn't grow a conscience with all the organs you harness. You still got more of a hole in your heart than Tony Stark does. Your relationships failed, so your ship sailed to the Arctic, haunted by darkness, thus you withered to a carcass. After all your hardships, it's no wonder that you're the one they confuse as monstrous. There's a break on the menu and this creature eats, so the emergency exit when your grief had peaked. You were so hot-headed and unleashed the beast, your pride knocked you out in a fever dream. Everybody said your work's piss poor. You could power up a monster with your shitstorm. What you trying to give free will to a freak for? If you wanted to do that, you could have just freed Igor. I know that's harsh, but hey, I see your experiment has an absolute win. Left enough of your family's corpses behind to give your undead pal some new skin. Why don't you take a day off? You're getting your work and love life confused. I can't even tell if it's the monster or your sister that you're trying to screw.
Eddie is very dead set on the sentiment that he is better than me. Sure, when I mention Academy, I think repetitive parody cheese. We're meant to be rapping in battle, not rapping the camera, so why are you making a scene? Now I'll demonstrate how I tend to stay the buggest buns indeed. Every moment in my portfolio lies a photo device, so totally odd and over-designed with every particular detail. I soak in my style, I'm keeping the motion and dial up over my mind. You open a page and jot a one-liner, thinking you'll go there with writing and end it with last night and so-so. No wife, that's not shocking. This director couldn't shoot himself that date, he's cock-blocking. Trip over your words, so that much is disturbing. Though observing your early work, you're accustomed to slurring.
I keep the lawn in order while you're chilling in the armchair. I seen a lot of gardens, but you got that 1,000-yard stare. I done 'em puppet dud, I'm the genome from the project. Only got you out of storage to ream holes in your cobwebs. Put you on the shelf, chilled to Steven for a minute, and then he knocked you off the perch. Now you're sleeping with the fishes. Tried to creepin' with your demons, but the tunes ain't superstitious. You're a birthday gift for kids and on the flea market at Christmas. Keep the back up on my porch, cause this ain't build a bitch. Pulled together by some stitches, you're built to be a snitch. I can see your fear is building, I'm sprinting for the whip, cause I know this temple throw when he's been shitting some bricks.
Listen, Cupcake, I don't mean to sugarcoat this. You feel as a demon, and as a human, you still seem to be ghosted. Is that your powers reading people's emotions and still don't see they're only nice so that you keep from exploding? Rachel Ross, she's dazed and lost inside her vacant thoughts. On every birthday, she crumbles until the cake is gone. We'd all be safe for raw if this freaky little bitch was off. I don't need to see your future based on what I've seen before. I touch it to your mama's face, but I would need a Ouija board. Your day-to-day so tragic, I wish some of it was make-believe. I'm not your loved one's feelings, so don't fucking play with me.
You like a gobstopper, so drop the box cut. The only green that wall toppers would make Brock suffer. I specialize in white chocolate, yeah, with one shot. This thug dropped in white spot, he got a taste of white chalk. Jingle the bell twice if you think you're playing Santa. The only drug that you should take at your age is Viagra. So forge a new identity, retrieve what's far away, sir. For this old man's with nothing, you lose. Good day, sir.
Third time's the charm, but you proof that's a lie. Sent your third game, scared off your fans and even pride. There's a trillion chance that you could get dreams straight. Still more likely than someone playing your dreams game. Oh dang, guess you're the reason they cut your team quick. Motions, just like netherrack, we always keep lit. Okay, that's how your releases were received. Then it's only sticky your stickers and shove them where you seem split. Swear against my level of experience will cost you. Couldn't crush my skin if you've been hiding in a costume. You'd only ever blow up if you self-destruct. This battle's like the Negativitron. P.S.
You suck.
Teach speed force, a free course and spinning a verse. You bit the dust like this was Crisis on Infinite Earth. Newsflash is a new flash. He zooms past, leaves you last. Hits a blue dash. You went out with the terrorists, you can use a star. I guess we can see a date to banging a bitch afar. Let me give you an idea of the future you can peek at.
Shut your trap, you orphan. You know I reckon bank. I don't need 107 ways to say I make it rain. Your name's a train station, but my flow will drown you on this track. Doggy Paddington's a great name for a fucking tampon. Your famous long gun, this'll be a swan song. This ticket must be on pot, a walking, talking strong bond. I stay dope, harvesting funds like it's no trouble. Cause I've been smoking trees since trees was smoking your uncle. Thought your family forgot you, all the look on your face. Like who'd you think they are? The floor world after 3 days. I'm no hooker on the floor, but I'm putting brown down. Now I gotta work the register. Good thing I left you cashed out.
Mr. King dies. Don't you even try now, otherwise you'll see why. They call it house. I'm the dude that Netflix tunes. Why Disney didn't want the name next to you? I test tricks upon you couldn't beat my cards. Cause the king of hearts, cause we the king of hearts. I ain't got a letter, you really want a bet, but you can call me Sally cause I got a Lego. Got 52 cards, but I'm not one to deal with you at 52 seconds in your screen time appearance. So the devil himself will bet his best your health and most watch up thing from NBC says SNL. You make a lot of kids wait just to play a game. You'd be more successful taking over Child Labor Day.
I just replaced all of Gion's surviving friends with Legos.
Jimmy, there aren't any Legos.
For a critique on greed, it seems ironic. Your show sold out like it's stock from shopmrbeast.com, bitch.